Devil May Cry 5 Smokin and x27. Sexy style Jimpressions and x27. I'm always so torn when those red orb microtransactions are brought up. On the one hand, on the other hand, as Jim points out, the game is balanced around them not being there, so there is very little incentive to want to do that, and it just feels tacked on for the sake of it. But that an x27. I'm not buying any game with microtransactions in it anymore. And it an x2, so you an x27. LL just watch your favorite YouTuber do a playthrough? That an x27. I'm actually with Jellypuff on this. As a matter of print, I personally buy games with MT and x27. In them second hand, so as not to support business practices that I don't an x27. T agree with. To each their own though. No, I just want an x27. T expose myself to it, except for reviews/impression videos out of curiosity. I mostly watch, to clarify, an x27. I'm glad that people enjoying themselves with games like DMC5 or AC Odyssey. The latter actually, you win some you lose some. So what about games that have a ton of cosmetics added to it? Like DOA 6. DOA 6 sure is no buy with €90 season pass 1 and a base price of €70. Portal 2 Portal 2 did have a co-op only in game store. V had better quote Edgar Allan Poe when reciting poetry to the Raven. Nice to know that something coming out on my birthday has Jim gushing with praise. I will definitely V looks like his playstyle belongs in some kind of tactical action game. I suppose Folklore is a decent comparison? Never thought someone like him would be in a Devil May Cry game. That an x27. Interesting.